The United States is a huge country. So it should kind of go without saying that things are going to be a little different as we travel throughout the country. Swing is a good example to start with. There is a big difference between East Coast versus West Coast swing. West Coast can be a bit more urban, whereas East Coast is pretty heavily jazz based, and it entirely is focused around circles and very flowing movements back and forth. Country dancing is so diverse. So you have your two-step, which is different if you are doing a two-step in different parts of Texas versus doing a two-step in different parts of Tennessee, which is still different from Alabama or Georgia or Kentucky. There are all these different rules you have to learn based on where you're doing country two-step. The same goes for line dancing or square dancing. There are different regional differences based on where you're located. When it comes down to names and terminology in some of our footwork, you'll find sometimes there's different references. We kind of touched on this with tap, where I've said that like grab-offs can go by different names, or shuffles can go by different names if you're doing clogging and things like that. This is kind of regional. You will find that certain dance steps go by different names on the West Coast versus the East Coast. Hip hop, it's a freedom for yourself, and it's expressionist type artistry. With that comes the differences in types of hip hop. On the West Coast, that's where we've gotten our locking and popping and stuff like that. In Chicago, that is what brought us house. New York has different flavors from each of those, but you'll find that because each of those geographic locations have their own very unique history, you will also find that they've tossed in their own unique flair to the dances. Case in point, when house moved to New York, dancers started putting a different spin on it. They experience life a little bit differently than some of the dancers that started that in Chicago. And it grows and it feeds off of each other, which again is why I find dance to be so awesome. It is one of those art forms that no matter what language you speak, no matter what your history is, it can be shared with others. It can change and it can be diverse, and it's meant for everyone. It is meant to be expressive. I will see you tomorrow as we talk about dancing for today. I will see you then.